All right, y'all. So just to give y'all a quick update, the hurricane almost reached Category 5 status. It just hit the. They said it made landfall. The not the eye, but the cyclonic part of it just made landfall around the Tampa, all the way up to Sarasota, Florida. Tampa is like 70 miles from here. Um, the eye of the storm itself has still not hit land. They say when the eye of the storm hits, that's when it's going to get at its worst. They are predicting that this is going to be one of the top 5 worst hurricanes in history. That's scary to say. Um, where I live is supposed to be one of the safer areas of Orlando. I'm close to Kissimmee. Kissimmee is supposed to be like one of the best cities to be in. They're supposed to be lower risk, although we are surrounded by water. I looked at the aerial map of where I live, and it's like 5 major bodies of water just around my apartment complex. I think the gusts were up to 155 miles per hour, although the wind itself is registering around 70 something, but then you get that gust, and that gust is like twice the amount of force. I don't think I've ever felt a gust of wind that hard. Like, I grew up in Tornado Alley in St. Louis, and or is St. Louis really in the alley? We got a lot of tornadoes in St. Louis, so I'm used to tornadoes and wind damage and things like that. But I don't think I've ever experienced anything like this in my life. It's starting to storm here. It's been like kind of just like drizzling, wet waterish. Um, but yeah, I can hear the thunder. The rain is really coming down now. We were supposed to get passed over they thought by the cyclonic portion of the hurricane around 2 p.m. And then it was supposed to move to the East Coast by 8 p.m. Whereas we have been updated. Now we're not supposed to even get touched until 8 a.m. next morning. And then it's going to move over to the East Coast, up the East Coast, and touch down again in Georgia. And I want to say Atlanta, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, all that is involved, and where it's supposed to touch down next. This storm is supposed to go all the way through Saturday. The places in Tampa, 50% of the residents are without power. They don't even have internet service. So if you're trying to reach out to loved ones and they can't get back to you, that is why, because there's no internet service or phone service in 50% of the area. I know a lot of places in Orlando lost power early, but they kept saying that didn't have nothing to do with the storm. It's just regular outages. Outages aren't regular. So I don't know. I don't know what to expect, y'all. I'm just trying to keep everybody updated for right now. Trying not to put my mind in panic mode, because at this point there's nothing that really could do. I probably would have had to leave like 2 days ago, because once they started the evacuation of the people on the west coast of Florida, the highways were backed up. We already, my daughter put up footage a few hours ago, and people were just sitting still on the highway. And I know that's one place I do not want to get caught, is on the highway. It's like a major bridge that's going from Orlando to Tampa. They shut that down hours ago. Goes right over the water too. They shut that down hours ago. So, like I said, I know I got a lot of lakes. I got at least one big lake directly across the street. We got 1, 2, 3 man-made lakes on the property, the apartment complex property, and then there's one big creek that looks like a damn lake to me. That's 2-minute walk down the road. And from what I was reading, the first floor is supposed to be the best place to be, which was weird to me, because they said if you live up higher, the water hits differently. So it says for people to take shelter on first floor levels. But my brain is like, I'm on the first floor. Ain't I the one that's going to get in the flooding? That's my first thought. But I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I've been filling up this bathtub forever. They told us to fill up the bathtubs in case something happened with the water, but if it floods, then it's gonna fuck this water up anyway. But yeah, if I fill this up with water and something happens with the water supply, I can at least have that to bathe in. And they said don't drink it though. I told y'all Orlando water ain't safe to be consumed. I told y'all that. But they said don't drink the water if you fill the bathtub up with water. So that's all I'm gonna give y'all right now. I'll check in as much as I possibly can. As much as I possibly can. All right, y'all. Peace.